Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello Miss, let me introduce myself. My name is Salsabila. My NPM is 0001. I am from group 9. So for today, me and my group, we will present our group discussions in the subject language assessment entitled Portfolio in Educational Assessment. So before we continue about our group discussions, I will introduce you my group member. The first one is me, Salsabila, me as a moderator on this group, and the second one is Mia Audina, NPM 14, and the last one is Nur Tamala, NPM 02. So let's we continue to the next material. Okay, the first material is introduction. I will explain this part. So, in today's education system, portfolio assessment has become a widely recognized and effective alternative to traditional testing. Unlike conventional tests that focus only on the measuring what students know at the single point in the time, portfolios allows teachers to assess how students learn and how their understanding grows throughout the learning process. This approach values learning as a continuous process rather than a final product. It reflects the shift from exam-oriented education toward more student-centered learning, where students' personal progress and experiences are considered equally important as their academic achievement. Okay, the next material is definition of portfolio. A portfolio is a purposive collection of the students' best work that is systematically organized to show the development of their abilities, skills, and learning achievement. Over time, it serves as a concrete record of a learner's growth, providing both of students and teachers with evidence of learning process and outcomes. According to Paulson and Paulson, 1991, a portfolio is a collection of students' work that demonstrate their efforts, progress, and achievement in one or more areas. This definition highlights three essential components of a portfolio: effort, which refers to the time and commitment students invest; progress, which reflects improvement and learning; and development and achievement, which represent the final performance in mystery certain subject. The next material is portfolio purpose. The main purpose of using a portfolio in education is to provide a comprehensive, authentic picture of students' learning development. Unlike conventional assessment methods that only capture results at a single point in time, portfolio are designed to show students continuous growth, learning process, and achievement over a certain participation, over a certain period. The first is to document learning progress. One important purpose of the portfolio is to record students' learning journey systematically. It provides evidence of students' effort, progress, and accomplishment, allowing both teacher and students to see how learning goals achieved step by step. The second one is to encourage self-reflection and responsibility. Portfolio also aims to help students become active participants in their own learning process by selecting, organizing, and reflecting on their work. Students learn to identify their strengths and weaknesses. This process builds self-awareness and fosters a sense of responsibility and independence in learning. The third one is to support authentic assessment. Another purpose of portfolio used to promote authentic assessment, which evaluates students' actual performance and real-world skills rather than relying on the test. Through portfolio, teacher can assess students' understanding, creativity, and problem-solving abilities demonstrated in real learning tests. And the fourth is to improve communication and collaboration. Portfolios serve an effective medium to communication between teacher and students and parents. By reviewing portfolio together, all participants can better understand and learning progress, discuss challenges and plan strategies to improvement. The encourages collaboration and strengthens the relationship between home and school. And the last is to motivate learning achievement. Finally, portfolio can increase students' motivations by allowing them to see their own progress and success. When students recognize how their skills and knowledge have developed, they are more likely to feel confidence and motivated to achieve their goals. So, in the summary, the purpose of the portfolio is not limited to according students' work, but extend to enhancing learning equality, encouraging reflection, and building meaningful communication in the educational progress. Portfolio thus play a vital role in shaping students into more independent, reflective, and motivated learners. So that the purpose. Okay, the last material that I will explain about the portfolio function and purpose. Portfolios serve a multiple function in the teaching and learning process, each contributing to a more holistic understanding of students' development. According to educational experts, portfolio are not only a tool for assessment but also a medium for communication, reflection, and diagnosis in the learning process. Okay, that's some points about the assessment function. The first is assessment function. The primary function of a portfolio is as an assessment tool that evaluates students' learning outcomes in a comprehensive manner. Unlike traditional tests that often focus only on the cognitive aspect, portfolio assessment considers three domains of the learning. First one is cognitive, second one is affective, and the third one is psychomotor. Through various forms of students' work such as project, written, reflection, and creative products, teachers can assess knowledge, attitudes, and skill simultaneously. And the second one is diagnostic function. The diagnostic function of a portfolio enables teachers to identify its students' strengths and weaknesses. By reviewing the collection of works over time, teacher can observe learning pattern, detect difficulties students may encounter, and determine the areas that require further guidance and support. These functions helps teachers to adjust their teaching strategies to better meet students' individual learning needs. And the third one is reflection function. The reflection function encourages students to actively review and analyze their own learning experiences. Through the process, students become aware of their progress, recognize and challenges they face, and develop strategies to improvement. Reflection also fosters self-directed learning and motivates students to take more responsibility for their learning outcomes. And the fourth is communication function. Finally, the communicative function of the portfolio serve as a bridge of communication between teachers, students, and parents. Portfolio provides concrete evidence to students' progress that can be discussed during meetings or evaluations. This transparency promotes collaboration and shared responsibility among all parties involved in the learning process. So, in the conclusion, the function of a portfolio extends beyond more documentation of students' work. They play a vital role assessing, diagnosing, reflecting, and communicating students' learning development and therapy, supporting the overall goal and improving the quality and effectiveness of their education.
Okay, next material, types of portfolio. Types. 1. Documentation portfolio contains a collection of student work over a specific period. 2. Process portfolio show the development of student skill from the beginning to the end of learning. Types. 3. Product portfolio. Despite the student best work as evidence of competency assessment, for self-assessment portfolio, students select and access their own work. For personal reflection, 5. Exhibition portfolio used to showcase the best work in examination of final evaluation. Next, portfolio assessment step. 1. Determine assessment objectives. Determine which competencies you want to assess through the portfolio. 2. Determine assessment criteria and indicator. For example, creativity, accuracy, conceptual understanding, or reflective skill. 3. Collect student work evidence in the form of reports, drawing, project, writing, reflection notes. 4. Select the best work. Student and teacher select the work that best represents learning progress. 5. Provide feedback. Teacher provide comments or suggestions for improvement on student work. 6. Reflection and self-assessment. Students assess their own strength and weakness in their learning.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mia Audina, NPM 410. And the next material, portfolio in educational assessment. And the next material, designing a portfolio. Step for design an effective portfolio. 1. Determine the purpose of creation, whether for documentation, evaluation, or exhibition of work. 2. Determine the format and structure. For example, cover, table of content, student view, learning objective, work result, self-reflection, and teacher feedback. 3. Determine the type of artifact to collect, such as essay, project report, activity, photo, test result, and work aids. 3. Determine the type of artifact to collect, such as essay, project report, activity, photo, test result, at work. 4. Develop assessment quizlet and rubric. The rubric serves to ensure objective and consistent assessment. 5. Implement and evaluation the portfolio. Once the portfolio is complete, evaluation whether it's met the learning objective. And the next material, conclusion. Portfolio are authentic assessment tools that assess not only the final result, but also the learning process and enriching student development. Through a portfolio, teacher can understand the extent to which students have development in terms of knowledge, skill, and attitude, while fostering a sense of responsibility for their own learning outcomes. From here, more portfolio help create a more communicative relationship between teacher and student, as that assessment process in condition openly and reflectively. Thus, the implementation of portfolio assessment make learning more meaningful, human, and oriented toward developing student overall potential. So that's all of our group discussions. Thank you so much for the attention, Miss. Me as a moderator, I'm so sorry if I had a mistaken or misspelling. So I think that's all. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.